Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're actually in New Orleans today, and we're taking a carriage ride.
Thank you, guys.
And so let's see what we can see through the carriage ride.
Moving out, guys. My name is Paula. This beautiful young lady leading us, her name is Choctaw.
Little horsey. Alright. As your lady, the horse name is Choctaw. Oh, there's a hot dog stand.
You might not want to do that because you might drop your phone.
We are in the railroad jam. So it says parking. Nice pictures there. And this is New Orleans right now. Is what we see. And here we are on the move, guys.
Okay, guys, as we go through here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our city. Right here to my left is Jackson Brewing Company. Jackson Brewing Company, established in 1891, one of the largest in the southern United States, named after Jackson himself. And known for brewing some of the worst beer. We made this beer with water directly from the Mississippi River. We called it Mississippi River Brew. It had no filter. It fell to 10 cents a glass. When it did, we realized we needed more revenue, so we produced the 6-pack. But the problem is we didn't change the recipe, so it's still not selling. Now, to add insult to injury, we go into Prohibition. During Prohibition, we can't sell beer, so we create a fake beer. We call it near beer. It looks like it, smells like it, tastes like it, but has no alcoholic content. It's amazing. Sells 10 to 1, better than the real thing. So what goes wrong? We're making money hand over fist. Prohibition ended, and when Prohibition ended, we stopped producing our moneymaker and we went back to Jack's. But remember, nobody likes Jack's. So in 1976, with record low sales, it closes as a brewery. It reopens as the multi-million-dollar operation sitting to my left. And it has become one of the most sought-after wedding venues in the city. You get married on the very top, overlooking the Mississippi River. Neither do I, don't worry. Straight forward, the statue in the tree, that is the statue of the gentleman that founded this territory. That is Bienville. Bienville founded this territory in 1718. We are 304 years old. He was a unique individual. He actually joined the French Navy at 12. He became one of our governors, even though he founded this territory for France. Right to his left, knelt down, is a Choctaw Indian. Choctaw Indians were living on this territory when it was founded, and that is how this beautiful young lady got her name. And we are going to take a ride on St. Louis. Look up, guys. St. Louis is known for the pull boy. The pull boy originated here with the Martin brothers. All the streetcar workers went on strike. The Martin brothers were worried they weren't eating. So they would set up at night, take loaves of day-old bread, fill them full of leftovers. Every morning, as the unemployed guys would walk by, they would say, "Here comes those poor boys," and pass out sandwiches. History tells us that is how the sandwich actually earned its name. Now, Johnny's is very accommodating. They will take off what you don't want, put on what you do, but Johnny's old school. He don't take credit cards. Johnny's a cash-only business. To my left is the New Orleans School of Cooking. Amazing. They have 2 classes. The first one is demonstration. They cook in front of you. You watch, you learn, you observe. The second one, hands-on. You step right up and cook with their chefs. When you are finished, you get to sit down and eat everything you've prepared and wear the apron home. To my right is the Napoleon House, named after Napoleon himself. This was Mayor Girard's personal home. Girard became obsessed with Napoleon. If you remember history, Napoleon was exiled to the island. Girard wanted to save him. So he hired pirates and loaded ships. They were going to sail in the dark of night, scoop Napoleon up and bring him to New Orleans. We were going to give him refuge in that building. Days before they set sail, a messenger appeared with sad news. Napoleon passed on the island. So technically, he never slept in his house. To my left, this is the Louisiana Supreme Court building. Very unique we have it because we are not the capital, Baton Rouge is. Less than 10% of the states house the Supreme Court building when they're not the capital, and we're one of them. Now, before Katrina, we were at the height of the film industry. We were filming inside, outside, so our city made a huge decision. They decided to remodel in marble, which upset a lot of locals. Because locals felt like this kind of money had a far more needed purpose in this city. And as we bounce along, you will agree, roads. Now, to my right is the Omni. The Omni originated here as the St. Louis Hotel, built by a gentleman named James Hewlett. Mr. Hewlett was a visionary, a man above his time. It became the Omni in 1986. Their motto then is their motto today, a place to see and be seen. Now right here as I cross over, if you are a seafood fan, the Royal House Oyster Bar is a local favorite. They have seafood delivered fresh daily. They have specialty platters like marinated crab claws. They have an oyster bar. And we are going to have a little bump up here. Antoine's is the oldest restaurant here. It established in 1840. It is famous for oysters. Rockefeller baked Alaska. The same family has owned and operated it since 1840. It has never changed hands. President's royalty stars have dined there. Its food and its service are both phenomenal. And right here, we're crossing Bourbon. A lot of people think Bourbon was named after the liquor, had nothing to do with it. We named Bourbon after French royalty, one of the houses of France. When we first built this city, families lived on Bourbon. Nothing else was here. We had an area straight forward off the basin called the Red Light. The Red Light's where everything happened. The red light got out of hand and the city closed it down. When the red light closed, Bourbon opened. With businesses on the bottom, and on top of every business was that business owner's home, his family. But other than business owners, nobody wanted to live here. We had yellow fever, hurricanes, fires, mosquitoes, alligators, heat, but we needed workers. We were the 4th largest port in the United States. So our city decided to join forces with the police, and we go to all the area jails and prisons, and we make deals with prisoners. If they agree to live and work here, they get out of jail for free with no consequences. Well, that upset a lot of locals, because locals did not want those gentlemen courting their daughters, especially the dads. So they created metal spikes they would place on the poles that led to their homes. We called them Romeo catchers, because they wanted to catch Romeo before he made it to the upper level. Historians call them Father's Revenge. There's 37 different sizes and shapes. These are smalls. Now, when we first built our city was concerned about money, taxes. So Plan A, we're going to charge you by closets. That was ridiculous. Everybody tore them out. So the city said, okay, Plan B, we're going to charge you by something solid. We're going to charge you by square footage in front of your house because you can't move your house, but what can you move? Your door, your steps, and your entrance, and that's what everybody did. So what they did, if you notice this all through the quarter, is they ripped up their steps, locked their doors, went out back, and made an entrance. So when tax collectors came, homeowners won. Took almost 2 years to collect from everybody. Now today you own one of these. You are not allowed to bring that door back around front because that's why that home is historical. They didn't pay taxes, you got to carry those groceries out back. And right here, we're going to take a ride on Burgundy. Burgundy was named after the red wine region of France. Remember, we were founded as a territory for France. Now, originally we built our city with shotgun housing. To be a true shotgun, you have to be able to open front door, back door, shoot your shotgun, it go all the way through and never touch a wall. We borrowed that from the Caribbean, heat and humidity. Imagine living in this city in June, July, and August with no air conditioning. I can tell you it's hard to live here in August with it. So back then, Mother Nature's air conditioner. They built where you could open the front door, back door. It created a wind tunnel. Historians tell us families would sleep long ways between those doors at night just to be able to tolerate to sleep there. Kitchens were moved out back as to not heat the homes up hotter than they already were. That is what started the trend of courtyards in the back. We did it out of necessity. Now right here, where this beautiful bird set, if you look in, this lady's super cool, lets us use her home. You can see all the way through and outside. So if you are a fan of privacy, shotgun housing would not be your choice. Take a picture of that.
Hi, we just try to. Yeah, so like it's a dome.
So to my left, this is a balcony. A balcony comes part way out. It has no poles to support it. Beside it, that beautiful intricate lattice work, that's called cast iron. Our city is more historically known for wrought iron. Wrought iron is beat out by hand. It is very time consuming, takes a lot of man hours, but we didn't have the money or the manpower. So we came up with something that gave us this look but cost half as much. That's why cast iron works. The cast is literally doing the work for you. 70% of what you'll see in this city is cast, but we do have wrought iron. Wrought iron is in our churches, our cemeteries, our older homes, our historic homes.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So these are balconies, but over here to the left, that is a gallery. Galleries come all the way out, and they are always supported by poles. A balcony, a gallery.
That's a gallery, guys.
That's a gallery, that's a balcony.
Now right here, we're coming up on Orleans. As we do, if you look to your right, you're going to see the back side of the St. Louis Cathedral. There is a small statue of Jesus that sits at the base of the church. Every night there is a spotlight that shines on it. So when it gets dark, that light will come on automatically. It will shine on that little statue. When it does, it creates a shadow. That shadow covers the entire back side of the church. The locals call him Touchdown Jesus. So if you look to your right, you'll see the little statue, and that will become your shadow that goes all the way up to the clock. Now right here, as I take a ride on St. Anne, if you look directly behind me, you're going to see Armstrong Park. Armstrong Park is fabulous. They do music, festivals, special events. Anytime there is a musical event at Armstrong Park, it is free. There is no charge. Louis Armstrong actually has one of my favorite quotes. Music is good for the soul and should be free. Now as I take a right, directly behind us is Armstrong Park. Now, when we originally built this city, we did build it with shotgun housing. Shotgun housing is small. It is 500, 600, 700 square feet, so we needed more housing. but we were not working with a lot of wood or a lot of land. So our city came up with what they called a camelback. They thought it was the perfect plan. They were going to build a home and camelback it off the back of a double shotgun. The plan did not work. It became very popular later in years, but the problem was heat. So this little mint greenhouse is a prime example. During the hot months, the two families up front in the double, they're getting Mother Nature's breezeway, but that poor family in the back, no airflow, no breezeway, so they're burning up during the hot months. The problem here in Louisiana is it's hot 10 out of 12. When electric and fans came into play, this became very popular. Now right here as we cross over, notice the rodeo catchers at Good Friends Bar. Quite a bit bigger, quite a bit more of them. Now, right up here, notice the brick wall on our right, and notice what goes down the top of it, shards of glass. This is very historical. You will see this all throughout the French Quarter. I hear some people say, oh, I bet it's voodoo, I bet it's magic, I bet it's dream catchers. It is exactly what it looks like, home personal security. Now, why have we been doing this in the French Quarter more than 200 years? Who did we bring here to work in our city over 200 years ago? Convicts, prisoners. So if you read the history of this glass, families would surround their homes with shards of glass in hopes that prisoners would not attempt to climb over at night. Now right here, we're going to take a left on what is called the calm side of Berkeley.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.
Right now in the French Quarter, we're in the top 10% highest real estate in the United States. During COVID, our real estate prices have skyrocketed to rent or to buy. But that is the situation in most big cities. Now we're going to have another little lunch, and then we're going to be up by the Clover Grill with the Coca-Cola sign in. The Clover Grill is famous. Brad Pitt filmed parts of Benjamin Button there. If you order a burger at the Clover Grill, they will steam it under a hubcap from a vehicle. That's how they melt the cheese. They sell all the diner favorites. They are amazing. They never close. It's like stepping back in time. And they serve breakfast 24/7. Annabelle. Now, at the end of this row of buildings, you're going to see a home that sets back. When we first designed this city, by city ordinance, all homes had to have 2 entrances. If ladies walked up one side, gentlemen had to walk up the other. He was not allowed to follow her up the steps. He wasn't allowed to see her ankle. We did not stop that practice to the beginning of the 1800s. All homes had to have 2 entrances in full view. Now, down here to our left, where everybody's standing, that is Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop. That is one of the oldest buildings in the quarter. That is one of the oldest buildings used as a bar in the United States. The Lafitte brothers were famous pirates, Jean and Pierre. They helped us win the Battle of New Orleans. We pardoned them of all crimes. At night, that building is lit by candlelight. Gas lanterns burn 24/7. They are known for 2 specialty drinks. One is called the Purple Drink. The second one is the Hurricane. Locals will tell you Pat O'Brien's invented it. Lafitte's Right here to the left, this is the last operating school in the French Quarter. This is the Homer Plessy School, more commonly known to locals as McDonough 15. McDonough left all of his money to education. He never married, he never had children. We built 37 schools with our part. The rest went to Detroit, where he was born and raised. They had a news article the other day, and they are trying to vote the school out of the city, so we don't have one left, because They consider this prime real estate, and they want to do something with it that brings in more revenue. And it has parking, and let's face it, most places here do. So it makes it very, very valuable. Now, if you're an Elvis Presley fan, Elvis lived here in 1958. Straight across that pink building, the second level, the Green Gallery, that was Elvis's personal condo. If you've ever seen the movie King Creole, you've already seen it. Elvis is hanging off that singing Crawfish Boil. He was only 21 years old. It was an Airbnb. People rented every week. They wanted to sleep where Elvis slept. But during COVID, real estate got so high, the guy that owned it said he had to take the money and run.
Yeah, that guys, if you're Elvis fans, there's your place to go.
Now, right here to my right is the Andrew Jackson Hotel. It was the first Louisiana Supreme Court building. Andrew Jackson was indicted there. He was ordered to lift martial law. He refused. He was fined but never jailed. If you stay there, they will deliver your breakfast every morning on a silver tray to your room. It is listed as one of our haunted hotels. And beside it, New Orleans love story. Notice the corn that goes all the way down the fencing. I always say locals never let the truth get in the way of a good love story. Ask a local why that corn is there, and they're going to tell you love. They're going to tell you the gentleman that did it for his bride from Iowa. So every morning when she woke up, she would see corn and not be homesick and not be ready.
Look at them rocks, guys.
Now we are going down Royal, one of the three most popular streets. Royal is known for shopping, antique stores, art galleries, local artists. There's a little shop up here called Bourbon French, and Bourbon French perfume is where you can go have your personal scent done. Nobody else in the world smells like you. It takes about 45 minutes. They don't sell your smell to anybody but you. If you are looking for something a little different for dinner, Vampire Cafe opened January 1st last year. They will serve your, have you all eat there? They will serve your burger or steak rare unless you request otherwise. They have a vampire cream sauce on your burger, and they will serve your cocktail in an ID bag. Now, all that being said, they make those burgers with brisket. They are incredible. I just get mine done without the sauce. Vampire Cafe.
I had to get mine done.
Oh, they're the best burger I ever ate anywhere in my life. Ground up brisket. It's just amazing how they make them. And I'm going to take a left on Sam. Today's special is blackened alligator. Excuse me, I'm going left, guys.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Thank you. So right here to the left is the Place d'Armes. The Place d'Armes was the first boys' school ever built here. During the fire of 1788, it burned to the ground. Beside it is Muriel's. Now Muriel's is fabulous. Their claim to fame, they house the oldest living ghost in the court. Now, why do they call him living? Because they feed him. Every night when that restaurant closes, they set out wine and dinner. They swear their ghost, his name is Jordan, drinks the wine and eats the food. He has living quarters on the top floor called the seance room. It is beautiful. If you eat there, they'll let you go upstairs, go all through his house. You can actually request to eat with him. If you want to eat with him, they'll seat you at his table. If they do, they add $50 to your ticket, and they don't guarantee you show up. They just say if Jordan's there, you'll know it. They are known for seafood specialties, crawfish, goat cheese crepes, and turtle soup. And right down through there behind those lights, that's his private table. The gas lanterns, very historic. They're all throughout the city. If they're in front of your home or business, you must maintain and operate them.
are real.
I know.
So technically a ghost is technically a spirit. Because you can go through spirits. Look at that, guys. That's cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Right up here, I'm going to take a
comment.
right on St. Philip, and it's going to bring us back to Decatur where we started. As we come out on Decatur, we're going to come out by the beautiful golden Joan of Arc statue. Joan was a gift given to us by France. We didn't have any money, so we couldn't display her. So we put her in a storage building. We were going to leave her 1 year. 8 years goes by. So the president of France actually makes arrangements and has her displayed on Canal Street, and she's there for many years. In '99, Harris Casino comes here and they want the property. So they call the mayor and say, let us meet Joan. We'll take her to the French market and put her on a podium twice as high, and we'll plate her in real gold. Mayor says, Joan becomes golden, we get a multi-million-dollar casino. All the locals call her Joanie on the pony. Every year to start Mardi Gras, the very first parade we do is the Joan of Arc parade. So as I come out here and I take a ride under those flags, beautiful golden Joan of Arc.
Oh. Probably someone glowing though. Up there. Probably above this.
Excuse me. Ma'am. Hello. Excuse me. That's okay, dear. Just get one picture. I'm going to eat that. You're okay, dear. Right here to our left, golden Joan of Arc.
That's pure gold, guys.
Now, the most popular sandwich here is the poor boy. You can buy it everywhere. The second most popular is the muffaletta. Italian meats, cheeses, and olive spread. It was actually invented at Central Grocery. Sadly, during Ida, Central Grocery was destroyed. They are rebuilding it, but it's closed for one. But you can buy that sandwich at several other locations. Are you wanting Subway?
Yes.
All the way down here at the end on our left, Cafe Du Monde, world famous beignets. They've been operating over 150 years. A lot of people don't understand that beignets are not donuts. Buy a dozen donuts, eat one today, eat one tomorrow. Buy a dozen beignets, eat one now and wait 30 minutes, and you've got 11 little hockey bags. They are delicious, hot and fresh, but they are not a bag up and take home kind of item. Those steps lead up to a view of the Mississippi River, and we are pulling into the heartbeat of our city, Jackson Square. In the center is the St. Louis Cathedral, the oldest active cathedral in the United States. Of course, on each side is the presbytery and the cabildo.
And that concludes it for our ride today. Thank you for so much for doing it with me, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe.